Hello everyone, and thanks for joining me today. Today I'm gonna be trying something different, something that I wanted to try for a very long time, but I was always too scared to do so, and that is to paint a portrait with acrylic paints. Yeah, it doesn't sound so special, does it? Well, it is special for me. I have been working with acrylics for about 4 years now, but I never attempted to paint a kind of realistic looking portrait with them because they just dry so incredibly fast that I thought it is impossible to achieve a convincing result. And after I started with oil paints last year, there wasn't really the need to try anyway because I could just use my oil paints whenever I felt like painting a portrait. But for whatever reason, I thought about it again the other day and I really wanted to try it, so I grabbed a wood panel that I had laying around and I just started without any expectations and basically without any plan whatsoever. So I can't really say much about the process or give any advice because most of it was really just trial and error and going back and forth, and I'm 100% sure that I'm not going to be able to get a similar result the next time I'll try. But I will try my best to explain what I did here. So as you will see, I'm going to be working in multiple layers, which is probably very boring for you to watch, but if it helps just one person, I'm happy. To everyone else, I'm very sorry for the boring content. I'm not sure how many layers it took exactly, but I would say it took about 5 or 6. And I started with a very, very thin layer, almost like watercolor, just to get rid of the white of the panel because I don't know about you, but I always feel very intimidated by a white blank canvas or a sheet of paper. So I usually cover the whole thing very loosely and just rough. So this way the canvas is already ruined anyway and you do not have to be afraid anymore, and that is probably the best tip I can give you. Just ruin your canvas right at the start so you can just be free. It also helped me a lot that I mixed most of the colors that I could find on the reference beforehand and to use a stay wet palette, so the paints wouldn't dry out and I wouldn't have to try and mix the exact same colors again. This way I was really able to just focus on putting the right colors into the right areas. I also didn't try to blend the paints like I would blend oil paints because acrylic paints just dry way too fast for this. Instead, I tried to achieve the illusion of blending by working in layers, and also every now and then I would dab the colors onto the surface. And here the surface texture itself helped me a lot. I usually sand my surfaces a little bit and then apply gesso with a soft brush and then sand again, and I would just repeat this process until I am happy with the surface texture, and usually the texture will be really, really smooth. This time I only applied 2 layers of gesso with a paint roller and I just left it as it was. And this gave the surface a little bit of a tooth, I think you could call it, and that really helped. All in all, I really enjoyed working on this piece, and what I like the most about it is the fact that I was able to finish it in only a couple of hours, whereas an oil painting would have taken multiple days, so that was a really cool experience. I'm not 100% sure about whether or not it was a success or if I even like it. I feel like it looks a little bit flat and dead maybe, but for the first try I think it's absolutely okay and I will definitely try this again. So I hope this video wasn't too boring for you guys. The next one is going to be a small fan art again. Until then, enjoy the rest of the video. Take care everyone. Bye bye.